We've been working within the sewing program, this little feature right here, on the Pfaff Creative 4.5 sewing machine. And here's where we can do different things like tapering or setting the repeats that we want for a particular stitch. We can go ahead and put that in. But what if you don't know how long you want it? Just because numbers are not your thing, you can actually use what is called the Patchwork Program. So what this is going to do is allow you to sew from start to as long as you need it to be. We'll touch the reverse button to indicate how long we want it, and then the machine will keep that length. It allows you to do that length over and over again. You could do it with decorative stitches, and you could actually do it with a straight stitch. Straight stitch would be a great idea if you have the same amount of length to sew maybe 2 squares together, but you only have like 100 of them to do. You could get it to sew that beginning to end and then stop, and watch, it raises the presser foot at the end, so you could slide that out, put the next one in, and it's going to sew that same amount of stitches over and over again. So again, if you don't know how long you need it to be made, let's go ahead and just start. When we start to sew, let's use our foot control so we have nice control of how long. So let's say we want to come down to this little point right here. As soon as you touch the reverse button, the machine stops and the foot lifts up. Now if we look over here, we've taken 26 stitches or so, and it has shown us we are 65 millimeters long, if you wanted to know what that was. So if I just scoot forward a little bit, now what I can do is just step on my foot control and I'll sew and stop. Put my next piece of fabric in, step on the foot control, sew and stop. Lift up and sew and stop. That is the Patchwork Program, where you can pre-program in your length, not by knowing the numbers, but by sewing it first and letting the machine calculate it. And then you'll know from start to finish, you're going to get the exact same amount of stitches every time you step on the foot control.